My name's Chad Matthews, and I call my little shop the Old South Forge.
So what exactly do you do here?
Blacksmithing, bladesmithing. Mostly, there's a difference between a bladesmith and a blacksmith, but it all incorporates the same techniques and pretty much methods. And pretty much all I do is blades. I do knives from the early 1700s up to the early to mid 1800s, and I use old traditional methods, hand techniques, hammer, anvil, and hand files. I don't use any machine tools outside of a drill press for drilling holes for the handles, but other than that, it's all hand work in the primitive method.
Why? What got you into blacksmithing in 2019?
As a kid, just always loved history, Revolutionary War up through the American Civil War, the Industrial Revolution, all that stuff just really fascinated me, and the weapons, the machinery of the time, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And those pieces from history, like I say, the weapons, they just really fascinated me. And at about, I guess, the age of 12 or 13, I wanted to start reproducing those or copying those pieces. And it started with little small desktop cannons. And as years passed, I worked my way up into full-scale, full-size working, firing cannons. And I still have a couple of those left today.
What exactly are we looking at here?
Okay, this is a reproduction of an 1861 siege mortar, a Civil War era, that I built some time back, probably about 2012, 2014, somewhere in that time period, or in that time range.
And you said fires, works?
It does. It fires, it works. It actually lob a bowling ball a pretty good distance, maybe up to about a mile. I don't do that a lot because obviously there's not enough room anymore to throw a ball a mile in the air. You know?
So what do we have here?
This is my copy of a bronze mountain rifle. It's on a Confederate mountain rifle carriage. I've got the plans from Antiques Ordnance Works. It's a company that provides authentic, accurate plans for carriages of antique ordnance and artillery. So I used that to produce the carriage. I made the wheels right here in the shop. And the bronze barrel I turned on the lathe from a solid billet of bronze. Okay, right now I'm getting this piece of metal ready to start shaping a blade. Well, I'll start with the point. This is an old piece of spring. So it looks like this is about right. Bring it to the anvil. Shaping the point, get the shape of the knife going. And I'll work from the point. I get my point shaped, and I'll work from the point on through the knife. I don't measure anything. I just play it by eye, and when I feel like I've got the size and shape blade I want, then I'll just go for it.
All right. So after
the forging, after the filing, and I get the blade shape to what I want, which is like this blade. It's forged, it's filed and shaped. The bevels have been cut. It's ready for the heat treat now. It's not been hardened yet, so it's truly not a knife yet. It'll have to go back into the fire, quench in the oil. That'll give it its toughness and hardness, and then a handle will be attached, and it'll be about ready to go. This is a piece of curly maple handle. This is the same blade that I just showed you with a piece of curly maple wood that I've got cut for the handle. It's not finished yet, but you can kind of get the idea. And this will all be hand rasped down to shape to fit the profile of the tang of the knife. It'll be stained out, it'll be pinned, and here in this little void area where you see that the wood stops will be pewter. I'll hand cast molten pewter in this to make the bolster of the knife and give it a nice finished look.